California dreaming. Something.
Aren't we supposed to be doing an intro?
I'll be safe and warm.
I will take that as a no. Okay.
Hello, world. I'm Jesse.
I'm Colin.
And that's it. That's all you get for today. Because we saw Hotel Artemis, and it's not a giant blockbuster. Nobody cares. So it's just us two.
That's a little rude.
We bring to you only the best. So, Colin, what'd you think of the movie?
I liked it. I mean, just the concept is really cool. Like, Hotel for Criminals. Also, the fact that it was in the future made it more interesting.
Sure.
I think if it had been set now, I would have liked it also, but I don't know, just the little bits of future tech were really cool.
Yeah, it takes place in the not at all very distant future, 10 years from now.
Yeah.
2028, which I always hate when movies do that.
Why?
Because we're going to get to 2028, and then we're just going to laugh at this movie.
Not necessarily, because I think this movie did a good job of not being so futuristic as to be weird. Like, it's not like, a movie that was made in, like, the 80s that says, oh, in 2000, we're going to have hover cars, right?
Sure.
This is like, what, you have an implant in your eye that allows you to call people? Yeah, we're not far from that. So I feel like
only 10 years away from that.
I think so. Honestly,
Also,
if we're already doing like Google, okay, Google Glass was a failure, but
Google
people are
eyeballs.
trying, and I think we're gonna get there. And once we're
You think
there,
we're going to run out of water in the next 10 years?
yeah, I mean we already are. I think
Well, in California.
it does
That's
take
fair.
place in LA.
It
So
does take
if
place
we
in LA.
assume that this is just an LA problem, which it sounds like it is, because
Yeah.
they didn't say water riots were going on everywhere.
That's true. It's an LA riot thing, so all right, maybe. We'll see in 10 years how accurate this movie is.
All right.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Will you join in the riots?
Oh, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I would die. I thought the cast was all pretty good. I have issues with a couple characters, but other than that, like, it was a solid movie. If it does well enough to make a sequel, I will happily see it.
I feel like just by context of the story, we can't have a sequel, right? Like, at least it can't be called Hotel Artemis, because I feel like
you could go
hotel is
elsewhere with
done.
it, yeah.
You have to call it whatever she said, the Vegas one. was called.
Yeah, or there were other places.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could do that.
Hotel
Cool,
Apache.
that one.
Hotel
All right.
Apache.
Cool.
I think I liked the concept of this movie more than I liked the movie itself. I did like the movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed my time in theater. I feel like there was a lot of problems with the story. A lot of things they tried to do that they didn't quite achieve. But I had fun when I thought they were going to achieve those things
Okay.
that they were building up to. A lot of build up. So, like, I guess I'm just going to jump to the end because that's the only example I can think of. But,
All right,
like,
cool.
The fight scenes that
Uh-huh.
we were promised, just by the nature of, like, Sofia Boutella's character,
Uh-huh.
you know that there's some awesome fight scene coming
Sure.
pretty soon. And the same thing with Batista. And we have these awesome scenes of build-up where it's like they're walking in slow motion down the hallway. Sofia Boutella's taking her daredevil position, and we're getting ready for this epic hallway fight. Batista comes down, he grabs the fire axe, he gives this awesome speech to Zachary Quinto, who was the one actor I had a problem with. Sofia has a fine fight scene.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's basically just punching people. She throws a couple knives, which is cool, and then we're just punching people. So it was cool. And Batista, we just skip his fight almost completely.
No, I mean, he fought a couple. We did get to see him hit a couple people with the axe.
Yeah, and then he gets pushed up against the wall, and that's it. We never see him again.
Well,
what
yeah.
happened to him? What happened to her? We don't know. What happened to Charlie? What happened to so many characters?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of the arcs in the story never went anywhere.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's fine because we're going to do that weird post-credit things where you see somebody in the hotel still alive.
Yeah, for a second.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough
No, not really.
story justification for not having endings to half your character arcs. Characters! There's a lot of characters in the movie.
Yeah, Jesus.
And they're all played by, like B-plus level actors? They're not A-list. Other than Jodie Foster.
Jeff Goldblum.
Is he still?
He
I do feel like we're in the
is,
middle of
I
like a
think.
weird
Jeff
Goldblum
Goldblum
renaissance.
renaissance. Yeah.
But he's not, because he's only playing these bit parts and being awesome at it.
I mean,
But-
yeah, but he's memorable, at least in
He
like,
is memorable.
Thor. He's great
Yeah.
in Ragnarok.
We're all just lesser than the Goldblum, Colin.
I don't know about that. People have this weird obsession with Jeff Goldblum I've never understood.
He earns it. Listen. I don't know what the best death scene of all time is,
Okay.
but this one, okay, baby, send me down a river, is probably my favorite line in the movie.
Huh.
Right before he gets... that was another build-up with no payoff, though, I thought.
Ah.
Yeah, that was the other one I was thinking of. Because we have all this build-up with what happened to Jodie Foster's kid? What happened? Some kind of tragedy. Oh, we find out. Finally, we build up to the revelation that he drowned. Next scene, a couple scenes later, I find out, oh, no, he didn't actually drown. Jeff Goldblum killed him. So that feels like build-up that went nowhere. And then that's immediately followed with, okay, now we're going to see Jodie Foster mess this guy up. She picks up the scalpel. She's building up. She's going to kill him slowly. She's going to make him feel it. And then she just doesn't. So we can get Sofia Boutella, then comes in and kills him instead.
Yeah.
It was weird. I feel like that's what this movie was. It was weird in like that kind of... okay. kind of way. Like, I think other than Sterling K. Brown, who had a complete arc, who had a great story.
Yeah.
I think other than him, really, everyone else was kind of just there to look cool.
Yeah.
And Jodie Foster, obviously. Sterling K. and Jodie Foster were the two who actually had arcs, and I loved both those characters.
So I have a question about Jodie Foster's character. So I couldn't quite tell. Do we know why she had the anxiety that she did? Or was it just she has anxiety?
I think I'm sure it had something to do with the kid.
But like she doesn't want to
PTSD
go
on top of-
outside. Like I could see you don't want to go to the beach or you don't want to something like that.
They never explained that.
Which is fine. Some people just have anxiety and there's no reason for it. But I feel like in movies they feel the need to explain everything that happens.
Like if you have a weird character trait, yeah, there's usually some kind of explanation to it.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, it's not an issue if there isn't. It is weird, though. I did like...
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, I did have that same question. I also had a question about what accent she was doing. Because it was weirdly, like, Southern until it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it wasn't just Jodie Foster's accent. She has a natural, like, Virginian accent or whatever. Whatever Hannibal Lecter calls her out for having. But, yeah, in this one it was weird. Like, she was trying to be Southern, but also trying to do the old lady voice. Because she's playing older than she is in this movie. So it was like, it was a couple times it was just hard to understand her.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, there are rules. Yep. Yep. I just can't.
I mean, it worked enough.
I liked her arc, and I like the ending of her just, like, walking out into the street, deciding she's going to help people. The Hotel Artemis is done for. That's why I say I don't think we can have a sequel, because Artemis is done for. And I also think that was the point of the story. That's
I mean, yeah, I don't think you'd do a sequel. You would do, this is set in the same world, and look, there is another hotel elsewhere.
Yeah.
Which you could do.
Hotel Apache.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the decor in that one would be pretty awful.
Little racially problematic.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if it's run by, like, an actual Native
That's awesome.
American?
But you know it wouldn't be.
You get that one guy. You know that one guy who plays all the Native Americans.
That one
That guy. You know that guy.
I feel like I know that guy.
You know that guy. Yeah. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Damage up. That's the guy.
What,
That
like,
guy.
what is it? Wind River?
Yeah, that guy.
And I think he was also in Hell or High Water. I think it's the
Probably.
same guy. It's on. I think
that
it
same
is.
guy. I think we are thinking of the same guy.
Yeah, we're probably
we
thinking
are
of the
thinking of the same guy because
Yeah.
he's the dad of the chick in Wind River, and he's the sheriff. Who's not even fully Native American. He's part Hispanic.
Doesn't matter. He's that guy.
He's brown. Speaking of brown people,
Jesus.
talk about
What a segue. My God.
Sterling K. Brown.
I thought his character was pretty great.
Yeah.
I liked his relationship with his brother a lot, even though that they didn't get much to
Paperboy.
do because the brother was in a hospital bed the entire time, was unconscious for a lot of it. But I thought
I think they
he was
played
really
the Paperboy's strengths. You
Yeah.
know, probably. They're like, here's what we know you can do.
Well, yes and no. Because if they wanted to do that, he's really good at being exasperated, and he didn't get to do a lot of that.
You're
in
right.
this. Like that's most
It
of
was
what he
more,
does is
actually,
Paperboy.
Sterling K. was more the exasperated. at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I did like him a lot. Again, I had that weird question, though, of... So he starts freaking out that if we stay here, they're going to kill us.
Yeah, because they have the pen with the diamonds.
Right. But aren't they literally in, like, the only place they can possibly be where that wouldn't happen?
Unless the Wolf King of LA doesn't care because he owns the place. But my thing is, if you have the diamonds, why can't you just give them back? Like, I didn't steal them.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you did. You stole them from a dude who had them, but you didn't know. You'd just be like, hey.
Maybe that's assuming more reasonable thought than the Wolf King is willing to...
But it worked out in the end, though. Because he was going to give them the Zachary Quinto and leave.
Because he killed everyone.
Yeah, but he was going to give them to Zachary Quinto and leave. So obviously
But also,
it worked out.
that's not the Wolf King. That's Zachary Quinto.
I know, but
he didn't
to
know
me,
that...
Zachary Quinto was a more volatile one who
Yeah.
wouldn't have been about it. So if he was willing to do it, I feel like the Wolf King.
But he
would
also
been like,
doesn't
"All right,
have
cool."
that rule that Goldblum has. Like, if you steal from me, I drown you. That's the rule. You know. I think Quinto was just like, be nice to me, or I'll beat you up.
All right.
Kind of character. Zachary Quinto, the only actor in this movie. Like, wasn't really. And I'm a fan of Zachary Quinto.
Really?
But
Because my issue was not really with him. I mean, he was fine. Kind of inconsequential.
I thought his performance was too like, I'm a bad guy, so everything I say has to be like.
But
bad
see, I
guys.
feel like that was intentional. Because he was
Sure.
trying so hard to be his dad. And so I feel like that was the point, was that he was supposed to overdo it. And he was supposed to be like, I am the baddest of guys because I have to be. Whereas his father was used to it and had been doing it for so long that he had the composure that you would expect.
I just thought it was weird that he is the closest thing this movie has to a primary antagonist.
Hold on. Can we get a weird counter in like just the corner of the screen? Yeah, thanks.
You're a
Cool.
weird
Anyway.
counter. Anyway, where he's supposed to be like the main villain of the movie, right? There's no one else that really
Sure.
hits that, but he's almost comic relief. But at the same time, he wasn't so extreme that I was confident I was supposed to be laughing at him.
Okay.
He kind of towed that line, but it was a weird line to toe. Where it's like, you're not intimidating, but you're also not funny. You're just kind of annoying. And I get if your character is supposed to be annoying, that's fine. But there's a difference between annoying the other characters in the movie and annoying us. the
Yeah.
audience. That's the difference between C-3PO and Jar Jar Binks. You can annoy the characters in the movie,
Huh. Never thought about
but just
that.
don't annoy the audience. I'm not saying that Zachary Quinto is the Jar Jar Binks of this movie,
Yeah,
but I might be
wasn't
implying
bad.
that Zachary Quinto is the Jar Jar Binks of this movie.
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad. I remember him as Sylar from Heroes, so I know the guy can play a great villain. Who were the characters you had problems with? You said you had problems with a couple.
I mean, my only real problem was with Charlie Day.
Okay,
I like
interesting.
Charlie Day a lot, and I think he's a really good actor, but I would like to see him play characters who aren't, like,
Charlie Day.
manic
Mm-hmm.
in the way that I feel like a lot of his characters are. Like, this character, his character in Always Sunny is like that. His character in Pacific Rim is like that and becomes more of that in the sequel. I kind of want him to play more subdued characters just to see if he can do it.
Honestly, maybe he can't. Maybe that's why he does this. That's his thing.
I mean, maybe, but
shtick.
like every role I've seen
Yeah.
him in, he's like yelling and it's just like,
But
okay.
in this one, he does a voice, sort of.
Yeah, he does, which is
It's called acting, Colin. He's branching out, doing something different. Jogging like this.
that's like magic with a punch, magic with a kick. It's like crazy,
Excuse you,
crazy
that was
with a
the
voice.
best part of that movie.
I don't know about that, but it was fantastic.
Okay.
Also, his character didn't really do much.
Yeah, that's another one. Also, maybe I'm just forgetting, but does he get an ending?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, he had a great death.
shoots
Actually,
Sterling K.
yeah,
Brown
he had a
and
great.
They're fighting,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah, I
right.
was
That's
just forgetting
right.
that one. Yeah, no, that was actually I like that. That was a good death scene.
He was a plot device more than a character.
Wait, again, it was weird that we needed that to get the plot rolling. I feel like we didn't really need him.
No,
He
not
was supposed to
really.
be the one, or at least they were setting him up to be the one that ruins everything, that makes everything go to hell.
Yeah,
But he
but really,
doesn't.
Sophia Boutella kind of did that.
Sophia Boutella, I've been saying it since Kingsman.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like if she ever gets the chance to actually play a character, she'd be good at it. I feel like in this movie, she almost got that chance. She was almost a character. Like, she had dialogue.
Yeah.
And screen time. And, basic things that an actor needs to be a character. But at the same time, she was really just there to be hot and look cool.
But I would like to think you'd have some depth to it as well. Like,
Yeah.
she was just, I am an assassin, I kill people. Why do you kill people? I don't know.
Again, the weird build-up that went nowhere. It felt like that's where her character was going, where they build up this, I have to do this thing that I dislike. I kill people, I let them watch so they can masturbate while I'm doing it.
Right.
I don't like doing this. I don't agree with it. I think it's disgusting.
But see,
But my
never-
character arc basically is, I'm going to do it anyway.
I never got that much depth from I don't like this. I don't like this was, like Sterling K. Brown, it was very clear that his character was not about it.
Sure.
Her, it just felt like, yeah, this is the job, and I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it felt like they were almost implying that they was going to go that way, and then it didn't.
Okay, yeah.
And then her arc ended up being, I'm in love with Sterling K. Brown, which I thought came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because they set up a...
past lovers thing.
Yeah, but it never felt like you are the one for me. It was just like, you're hot, I'm hot, we flirt.
Yeah.
We occasionally hook up.
Yeah.
I care about you, sure. She's like, tell him... Oh, you can't choose who you love? I
Yeah.
was like,
You love him? Do
you
you?
love him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
I guess so. Yeah.
It kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. They had chemistry, Sophia Boutella and Sterling K. Brown.
Sure.
For sure. Batista was my favorite character in the movie.
He was great.
He was awesome. Again, play to your strengths. The dude knows what he's good at.
Yeah.
And he is good at being this terrifying, adorable, giant little puppy man. And I loved him throughout the whole movie.
And I thought that worked really well with Jodie Foster's like older, frailer, anxious character that she had this big dude who would do pretty much whatever she asked, but like wasn't necessarily violent unless he needed to be.
Yeah. I loved every time he was like, see this name tag? It means I am a medical professional, or whatever the hell he says. It was great. And I love the little moment at the end when he's going down the hallway to kick everyone's ass. He looks at the name tag and he takes it off. He's like, I am not going to help people right now. I'm going to hurt people. Great little moment. Would have been cool if we had seen where that went. Because it just bugged me that we like immediately cut away from that fight.
He's still alive.
Okay. So it's his silhouette we see at the end?
No, I don't think so, because that
Sophia's?
it looked like a smaller person with long hair, so I assume Sophia Boutella, but that just doesn't really work for me as a tease.
I don't know. It's weird to me that we just cut away from Batista and we cut away from Boutella, and other than that tease at the end, we just never check up on them again.
Yeah,
We cut them out in the middle of what is essentially their third act of the movie. This is the climax. And it's a fight scene, and it's just weird to cut away from that and then never come back. I was waiting for this awesome throwdown with Batista, and we just didn't get it. The Artemis itself, I enjoyed. Like
Yeah.
the hotel. That's a character in this movie.
I like it a lot.
I do like it. I mean, the John Wick comparisons are going to be there.
I guess. I mean, I don't really like John Wick.
Yeah.
I felt like there wasn't any depth to it, and the Continental, I didn't really get a sense that it was a place that anyone cared about. Like, it was a place that provided a service, but it didn't feel like the Artemis felt
like there was no Jodie Foster?
Yes.
Gotcha.
The Artemis felt like she cared about it.
Sure.
That she believed in what she was doing for whatever weird reason. So this, to me, was like a better version.
I love John Wick. But yeah, I mean, I like most people. I saw the Continental. I was like, you know what? I want to see a spin-off movie just about the Continental. And I feel like we
Isn't
got
it
that.
getting
It's not
a movie or a TV show?
a TV show. Now, this, oddly, isn't a hotel the way the Continental is. It's a hospital.
Yeah.
But I feel like if somebody came out tomorrow and said, hey, this is in the same universe, just 10 years in the future. Cool. I'm cool with it. It works.
It does.
This one has a Jodie Foster that cares about it. The Continental didn't. Fine. I honestly feel like somebody probably watched John Wick and went, you know what? I want a Continental spinoff. Let me write one, but change it to hospital so we don't get sued. Which I think inherently when you take it from a hotel to a hospital, you do get someone who cares.
Yeah.
Like the head is not going to be a concierge. It's going to be a doctor or a
That's
nurse,
a good
whatever.
point.
So yeah, of
Yeah.
course. There's going to be more and more feeling there. I like the design of the Artemis.
Yeah.
That kind of retro with all the paintings of all the different places on the wall.
Like, I don't think I'd actually want to stay there just because it's a little too...
tacky?
Yes. But I can appreciate it for this movie.
Yeah. Tacky adds to decor.
And I think if it had looked like futuristic, that would have been a little... I don't know, that wouldn't have worked as well.
I did like the look of the technology too. I liked how the medical supplies did their thing. I like the TV that she has on the wall, and then she moves it and you realize it's a curtain.
Yeah, that
cool.
was super cool.
Yeah. And I like how she just had everything set to voice command. Mute.
This movie had some cool lines, right? Every character got one. They just kept repeating, oh, I have a cool line. I'm going to say it again. Like, you see this badge, means I'm the... All right, 20 minutes later.
Well, to be
"You see
fair,
this
that is
badge?"
supposed to be his repeated speech he gives to every...
Okay, that's fine for him, but then I think Sophia Boutella did it with the you can't choose what you do or whatever. She did that twice. Also, don't cross my line.
Okay.
I think Sterling K. Brown had it. It's like, I get it. You think this is cool. You wrote this and you're really proud of it. But,
Listen, Colin, sometimes you gotta have a catchphrase. Have
okay,
fun out there,
that's
guys.
fine if one character is a catchphrase. If every character is a catchphrase, life don't work like that.
It does in the Artemis.
Closing thoughts. How are you feeling?
Oh, like death. I say go see this movie.
Yeah.
It's a good, hour and a half, 2 hours?
Hour and a half.
It felt
It's
short.
not even 2
Yeah,
hours.
it
It's
felt
like
very
a
short.
little over an hour and a half.
Could have been longer. I don't know. It's weird because I also feel like if you're just going to like see a good action movie, you're gonna get bored because there's no action
Okay.
in this movie.
I would recommend the movie. I liked it. If you're all intrigued by the concept, which it's a cool concept, I would say see it. It's fun. You're not going to come out of it thinking it's a masterpiece, but it doesn't need to be. It's a good time. It's only an hour and a half. Go for it.
Thanks for watching. Comment below. Let us know what you thought of Hotel Artemis, if anyone's going to see it. I want to know how it does financially.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. You can find us at the Reshoots on Facebook, Instagram.
Sound a little more excited about it, why don't you?
Snapchat, and the other social media things. You can find me at the Jester, 1138, on Twitter and Instagram. And Selling Ones at Hogwarts. Oh, Colin, where can they find you?
You can't find me. I'm a ghost, and this is the wrong
Find
review
him
for that.
at Duck McGuck.
Should have waited a month.
Ha! Get it.
Should have waited a month.
I get it.
Anyway, don't do that.
I get it. Like, share, subscribe. Have fun out there.
You done? Is that your thing now? Is
thing
that
now.
your
I don't know.
catchphrase?
Yeah, that's my new catchphrase.
All
With
right.
the bod ding, the bang. The bang, the bang. Filter fish.
Like you're just having a stroke. And this is how it manifests. Is there even candy in that?
No.
Then what is the point, my dude?
Decoration. I can't put candy in it. It's hanging from the ceiling. We're going to kill everybody.
That's the point. You hang it from a place, and then people hit it, and there's
No,
candy.
You're not going to hit that.
You're not
That's
just going to hit it.
decoration. Her voice sounds familiar. This movie sounded great.
Hey,
They recorded the sound well.
there you go.